Kodiak had quite an exciting year. We made a discovery, so a big increase in our share price in 2020. And we have a lot more in store for 2021. And I will tell you more about this in this presentation. Keep in mind that I will be making forward-looking statements, and you can find the relevant guidance on our website. Jan spoke already a little bit about copper, the main commodity we're in. Why are we in copper? We like the fundamentals. There is an enormous amount of copper demand on the horizon, all driven by the green revolution and also a lot of government stimulus. And all these green technologies, whether it's electric cars, whether that's wind, solar, they are all very copper intensive. Rio Tinto's CEO summed it up best in his words: to allow any plausible growth in green energy, the world will require more copper in the next 25 years than in the last 500 years. So no doubt there will be a large amount of copper demand. What does the flip side look like? The supply. That's a very different picture here. This is a forecast by Corp. Many different analysts have similar estimates. There's still a couple of years of good copper supply. 2023 in this forecast is the peak copper, and then supply declines simply because there are lots of mines running out of mine life and not many discoveries to replace it. Last 10 years have been very few major copper discoveries, and the discovery pipeline is at an all-time low. So we will see declining supply. We know there is a lot of copper demand coming, so something will have to give and more copper will have to be found. And that's exactly the business we are in with Kodiak. Couple of words about the people behind the company. The founder and chairman of Kodiak is Chris Taylor, who many of you know of Great Bear, our sister company, and one of the major gold discovery in recent years. Chris is a great geologist. His background, actually, many people don't know that, is in copper porphyry. That's where he worked as a geologist, started out the first couple of years of his career. And having him lead our technical work is, of course, invaluable. Myself, my background is more the business and financial commercial side. I was for many years with Rio Tinto, also working on some very large copper porphyry projects like Escondida or Oyu Tolgoi. Last but not least, John Robbins is an important part of our team. He's a shareholder and advisor, and John put together the discovery group of which we are part. Here you see the companies which are part of Discovery, and it's a great group of companies and gives Kodiak a great network of support, whether it's access to top-tier technical experts, whether it's contacts, whether it's access to capital. It's a really good group of companies, and I feel very strongly that Kodiak is a much stronger company as part of Discovery than we would be just out there on our own. So that's a bit of background about our company. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our MPD project, where we made our discovery last year. And as a start, I have a video that gives an overview.
Kodiak Copper is located in British Columbia's prolific copper belt known as the Quesnel Trough, which runs through the south of the province. Kodiak has caught the market's attention with a new copper-gold discovery at its MPD project.
MPD is very accessible. It's a 3-hour drive from Vancouver near the towns of Merritt and Princeton. Infrastructure and accessibility is obviously very important for economic potential and future development. What's great about the MPD project is its location. We are here in southern BC, where you can work year-round, and in a very established mining area. There are a number of large mines nearby, for example, Copper Mountain, or also Highland Valley, New Afton. So it's a very established mining area, and everything you need for an exploration project is right at our fingertips, which makes our work very cost-effective.
One of the things I noticed when we were reviewing the MPD project initially was the presence of copper oxides over many kilometers on surface. So what it indicated was that we were sitting on top of a major porphyry system, and certainly the right type of rocks that indicated that there could be a major discovery to be made. This project has the potential to host a major copper porphyry discovery. And of course, with the drilling that we've done recently, we've shown that that's the case. Now, on initial review of this project, what was really impressive is that we had over 100 drill holes over 10 kilometers, and all of these holes have copper in them. And when we're looking at the rock, we saw the right types of rocks and the right types of features that indicated we could be sitting on top of a major copper system.
The MPD project was drilled historically since the 60s, so for over 50 years. And most of this historic drilling was very shallow, almost all only down to between 100 and 200 meters. And that is where we saw the opportunity. So we drilled deeper, we drilled down to over 800 meters, and that's where we got our first discovery hole right here at this location. It was a hole that was mineralized top to bottom and had in the middle a very nice high-grade zone. That was the first time that we saw that in this large porphyry system there are higher grade zones present.
This is some of the best looking drill core that has been drilled in this part of British Columbia. Now we're located here, we're in Merritt, and that means that in all the areas around us we have copper mines in both directions. What you typically see in this region is about 1/3 of the grade. The grade that we've drilled here on the copper and the gold side is 3 or 4 times higher than many of the mines in this area. The types of alteration that we see, the potassic feldspar alteration, the silicification, the presence of chalcopyrite, the presence of bornite, these are all indicative features of a strongly mineralized copper center.
We've made a great start and had some fantastic high-grade results early on in our drill program. We have now gained Teck Resources as a major shareholder. So now we have our work cut out. We have a large 10 square kilometer area of historic drilling and have only poked deeper holes into one small corner of it. That means lots more drilling to come and lots more potential for our shareholders to be unlocked. It'll be an exciting time for Kodiak going forward.
So this was a quick overview of our MPD project. Let me tell you a little bit more and dive more into the detail. You see here a map where the project is located in southern BC in an established mining district. Copper Mountain, large copper mine, is 40 kilometers to our south, and Teck's big Highland Valley copper mine is 50 kilometers to our north. And we have all the infrastructure. You literally turn off the highway onto our project. Couldn't wish for better location. And that's obviously very important for future economics of a potential mine. Here are the historic drill results. Won't bore you with the details. 2 key points to take away. These black dots, these drill holes, they are over an area of 10 square kilometers where we have proven copper and gold near surface. So large footprint, size potential. And very importantly, all this historic drilling was shallow, mostly only down to between 100 and 200 meters. So we drilled deeper and were successful right off the bat. You see here our hole that we announced last year in September. That was truly transformational for the company. Our share price went from 50 cents to over $3. We had a big financing of $12.5 million. Right after that, Teck came in with $8 million. So it really changed the game for our company. And what you see here in this cross section is our discovery hole, more than half a kilometer of 0.76% copper equivalent. And just to put this into perspective, the neighboring mine, the reserve grade is 0.24% copper, so about a third. So long, high grade hole. We have since had more results out from our 2020 drill program. You see those here in this cross section, a couple of the holes. The dark green and red areas are the high grade zones. And what you see essentially is we've drilled now mineralization over a width of about 300 meters and down to 800 meters. So that's already quite a substantial area. And keep in mind, we're only really at the start. Sometimes investors ask me, have I missed the boat? You had such a big increase in your share price. And it's very, very important to understand that we have a large system and we've now only drilled just over 10 holes into it. So we're really at the very beginning of our exploration work. We're fortunate to hit some really nice high grades early on, but there's a lot more to come. So this year we have 30,000 meters of drilling planned. That's 4 or 5 times as much as last year. And you see here one of our main target areas, the gate zone, where we have made the discovery. You see the drill traces at the sort of in the top of the map. That's what we did in 2020. And this pink area, this pink shaded area, is a large copper in soil anomaly. That's our target area. That's the copper in soils that are related to the high-grade mineralization we drilled. And this copper anomaly is 1 kilometer long. So far, we've drilled about 100 meters of it. So we will work our way systematically south and test this anomaly further. And that's only one of our target areas. On this map, you see a bigger picture here on the left, the green sort of peanut-shaped area. That's the gate zone where we are drilling first. And then we have Dillard, which is very much an analogous target. That's the one in the middle. Same signature, and we haven't even started drilling it yet. So that's also very high on the priority list, and will also be a target for 2021. And then we have more like Dillard East here on the right. So we are not short of targets. It will be a very, very busy year, 30,000 meters of drilling. Last but not least, our capital structure. We are a very tightly held company, only 45 million shares outstanding. Share price has come off its highs a little bit, and arguably a good buying opportunity. We will have a very busy 2020 year. We will start drilling imminently. It's a matter of days. I can't wait. I'm very excited to get back on the ground, and it will be a news-rich year for our investors. I'm confident we can make it a good year for our shareholders, and we'll end up the year on a higher share price than we started it. Thank you.